Yes, I'll see you guys next time. I've definitely experienced my fair share of not having work-life balance at all, as that is the defining hallmark of investment banking. No work-life balance, no life. Work is all, there is zero balance. Having no work-life balance inherently makes work inefficient. Human beings need rest, human beings need things to look forward to, and if you have the feeling that work is 24 hours and there's no limited time to do something, your efficiency inevitably will go down. You've probably experienced this before. As the rush starts kicking in on a deadline, every group project you've ever been part of, if you are a coder doing a hackathon, you become the most productive and insanely rushed near the end of the timeline, simply because that is how procrastination and laziness of the human mind works. If you lack a work-life balance, all you're going to want to do is push it away because there's nothing to build up to, nothing to look forward to, no break to work towards. A lack of a work-life balance is terrible and should never exist in any healthy or sustainable job out there. I will also say that it's important that you need to have balance. Having all life and no work, in the case that life is something that you're enjoying outside of work, is not that great either. You want to feel achieved. There's an inherent human desire to be a part of an organization, part of some form of society or structure, and achieve things, work towards things, and get things done. Being lazy and on your butt all the time, not getting anything done, not getting to the next level, and not progressing will make you sad and in some ways depressed. I have definitely had my fair share of this experience, especially during college, during my 6-hour YouTube sit on my butt, lay on my bed sessions where I accomplished absolutely nothing, and I look back at 6 hours and I thought, wow, I could have done literally anything else and it would have been more productive. This isn't to say that we should be working all the time. We should feel this anxiety that we shouldn't be wasting time. Sometimes wasting time is the best use of time. You need rest. However, I really do think that it's important to have this balance. I really do think the most important word in the phrase work-life balance is not work, it's not life, but it's balance. You need to have a good share of work and a good share of life to enjoy both. There needs to be some kind of toil, some kind of build-up towards the life that you're living so that you feel accomplished and you feel like you've earned the thing that you are enjoying. I think that if someone has an inevitable, unending, non-restrictive access to fun and no work, they will become miserable also. And maybe I've just been brainwashed by the hustle culture, and you watching this is saying, no, if I had all the money in the world and I can do whatever I wanted, I'll do absolutely nothing or just play all the time. I guarantee you that will not last. There is a reason why people continue to work, people come back from retirement, people strive to work, and yes, you could argue that this is the American hustle work mentality toxicness, but as someone that actively tries to resist that and has thought about this before and has been in different circumstances of working super hard, working super not, needing to work really hard and needing to work really not, I have concluded, after of course a limited living experience of 24 years, that you really do need this balance of having work but also having life. Obviously an anecdotal, very minor example, but if I look back at the best days of my life, the best times of my life, I would summarize it like this: the days that I know for a fact I have plans at a certain time, perhaps a night out with the boys or a special lady at 6 or 7, and I know the work that I have to do for that day and the work is contributing to a better picture, to my career, to the firm that I'm working for, to the person that I care about, and I work very intensely for 8 hours, maybe 9, maybe even 10, and get that work done. I know where that work directly contributed to. I know that my work has not gone to waste, and I know that the people that I've worked for will appreciate the work that I've done. But on top of that, I know for a fact that I can make that occasion at 6 and 7. But more importantly, I know for a fact that the build up towards getting that work done, getting that work out, is to guarantee me going out at 6 or 7, and that time is reserved for myself. I don't think work-life balance is all about being able to do whatever you want at any time, having full flexibility and not having work looming over your head. People need direction, people need achievement, people need a reason to keep going. Obviously, that work definition doesn't have to be the consulting, banking, doctor, or lawyer. It could be whatever work means for you, but I think human beings desire and need a reason to continue to go, and a reason to progress, and a way to measure whether or not they're better now than better before, and that can't be accomplished solely by eating out, spending hundreds of dollars on drinks, and going clubbing every weekend. There's no progress in that lifestyle. I think, as I mentioned before, the most ideal life is to have something that you feel purposeful in, something that you feel fulfilled by, but something that also doesn't overstep and doesn't smear into the life that you want to live. You need to be able to contribute to the life you want to live by the work you do, so you feel like you've earned the thing that you're doing as opposed to the other way around. I want to take this time to acknowledge how fortunate and lucky I have been in my life to have not only learned that very early on in my life, but also have the opportunities to both work really hard at an early age in my life, to recognize that that's not something that I fully want to do 24/7, and also gain the opportunity to be in occupations that allow me to have that work-life balance and fully make use of what actually is important in everyday life. My one sentence summary for the day is, if work feels like life or life feels like work, then there is no balance. Thank you guys for watching. I have some big announcements coming next week. I hope you guys stay tuned for that. As mentioned before, by the time you're watching this video, I'm in Lexington, Virginia, visiting my school for Young Alumni Weekend. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Let's go.